Good night, Mary Ann. You got time for one more again now.
Gee.
You see how that works, Clayton?
Yeah.
As far as companionship and people coming and going, and there's been a ton of them through here and a lot of them's gone now. That means more to me than the night hunt. She come up here in 57, and the guy that I started coon hunting was her brother-in-law. Well, they got home. I'd stayed down there and took care of the house while they were gone. They got home by about 3 in the morning, 4 anyway. I was laying there sleeping in the bunk bed of the kids. So she come in there and told me, get out of that bed. I looked up at her and I said, who are you? Looked at me like she had a neck that long. But anyway, she got me out of the bed. Well, 3 days later, and when she came up here, people, girls in the South wore dresses here. And that's what she had on. She was here the 3rd day, I believe. We went over to Wolf Lake swimming, all of us. And she had on a dress. And I didn't say it to be smart. I just said, it's too bad you didn't have a swimsuit. You could swim in. She said, ain't nobody big enough to put me in that water. We went swimming. When it come out of the water there, it wasn't real good. Next episode comes up, she's got a date. Well, I've already kind of thought, yeah, I believe well, that guy, he had to go down. The next guy went down. And then the guy with the Cadillac went down. And the last time, she threw a little tizzy at me about going roller skating. And back in them times, until I was up, I could climb anything. So I told them, the guys I hunted with, they was all, at that time, in their mid-30s or something. And they told me, that's sissified. Well, I told them, no, I ain't going over there. She said, I'm going roller skating. And I was pretty tough till she left. About 20 minutes after she left, I thought, hey, wait a minute. So I hitchhiked to the roller rink. Went inside. Here they come rolling around on the skates. She's holding hands with this dude coming around there. When he got right around there, he got that right there, and he went that way. And I put on a pair of roller skates, damn near broke my neck. Since then, we have our spats among us, but we've raised some really good kids. It ain't been dull, I'll grant you that. She's done a lot of traveling with me.
The hunts and stuff like that?
Sackett Jr. times and all that. No. And we took people on anybody there wanted to see him go the hunt, we went, and she kept him in the room with her all the time. And we were all 2 or 3 trucks. And then Rob, them guys there, there's 15 years between Jim and Rob, and 14 with Chuck and Rob. I probably shouldn't say this either, but it's the truth. I come home from work one night.
Just shut your mouth. Don't talk like that.
Should I or not?
With that, Ma?
Huh?
Where was he going with that, Ma?
I come home, I worked in the gray iron foundry for 35 years. I worked piecework because you can make more money at it. I told her, I'll work the piecework, you just be there with them kids. Well, this particular night when I come home, She said, I've been thinking about something. I don't know what it is if you don't say something. I wouldn't mind having another baby. I said, well, let me get a shower first. And that's when Rob come along, which she's tickled to death, and so am I, that she brought it up. We hunted 100-mile radius of home. Well, coon hides was $40 a piece. About 4 in the morning, 2, sometimes 3 would start skinning. I'd keep hunting. So when we got home in the mornings, when we got here in the morning of daylight, she had dog feed cooked up on stove. Cornmeal, rolled oats, and meat scraps, and blah, blah, blah.
How important is it to have a good wife if you're going to be a coon hunter?
Hey, you can't put enough importance on that to me. I mean, ever since she known me, I've hunted 7 nights a week. I still do. She still puts up with it. And between the hide hunting and the dogs and this and that, that was good for us, raising family, whatever. But no, it couldn't be any better. I mean, I don't mean to pick about anybody, but some of the stuff these guys don't put up with, I've never had to do it. Yeah. And she'll witch at me a little bit once in a while. If it's getting dark, she said, where are you going hunting then? And I'm gonna tell you what, she'd fight the devil herself over one of them boys. If you want to get along with her, the best things you can tell her is, well, you got some good sons. Then you might get away with a little stuff. But if you say one little bad word about one of them, you're in bad trouble, son. And she's the same way. I don't care what time I get her, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, whatever. You're going to eat breakfast before you go to bed, period. I don't mean cornflakes, I mean breakfast.
All I can tell you is they're good kids. I'm proud of them. I've been very fortunate. The only thing in my life that has really been bad is losing my daughter. As far as the coon hunting is concerned, he coon hunts with his dad a lot, these boys do. And evidently they've got pretty good wives that goes along with it. And I'm fortunate there.
Probably one thing I like to add is old Howard Winchell. I met him when I was 21. He died when he was 90. And he's just a member of the family. If he liked you, he'd do anything in the world for you. If he didn't like you, he'd just tell you right off. But we hunted together ever since then, and he was a good guy. Them boys, they've done more for him than his own family does a lot of times. I mean, but they live away all right. But you see his old truck pulled in here every night towards evening. And if he walked in here like right now, she had supper on the table, he'd get up and cover it, get him a plate. Nobody would expect her because he's just like he was at home.
Hey, I'm Rob Giddings, Frank's son. One thing about Mom that not a lot of people knows is she's the one that got me into building lights and stuff. When I was real little, everybody had wheat lights and stuff, and they'd bring them over to her when they'd stop working, and I'd watch her work on them.
Don't forget to tell him about the first one you made your daddy.
Could have happened to anybody.
We get to that too. You want me to start over?
No, just keep going.
Yeah, but Mom would fix everybody's wheat lights and stuff, and I was just little, and I'd watch her, and I thought that was just cool to slice bread to see her working on that stuff. then as I got older and stuff, I had a pretty bad habit of tearing stuff apart, like TVs and appliances and stuff, just to see what made them tick. And she was always the one, she'd get mad for a while, but she'd help me put them back together before he got home from work. And yeah, that's really, she's the reason that I love electronics and stuff as much as I do.
Well, it's, I mean, not too many kids your age were trying to link up the satellites up to space. I want every TV channel available.
Yeah, I've always kind of dug it, but she's the reason why.
Yeah.
Me and Sam Davis that makes Superior Lights, I've considered him a mentor for, gosh, I guess close to 40 years. As I made him a light, and you've seen the stuff that we hunt. I just had this opinion, well, it needs to be completely waterproof, this and that. So I built one, and it was bright, and you could dunk it in the bathtub all night. And he was going to a hunt, and it blew up in the front seat of his truck. And he brought it back in a sack.
In a paper sack.
And so I got to doing research on why, and I think I was 11 or 12 when I did that. And all the coon lights back in that day, I just started calling them. And pretty much everybody told me to kick rocks. And then I called Sam, and first he asked me how old I was, and I told him I was like 11 or 12, whatever I was.
He
And
was 12 in March, and that was a little fast.
yeah, and he just started laughing, and he went on to tell me, well, with these NiCad batteries, they got to breathe when you charge them, or else they build up explosive gas, and any spark will, you made your dad a bomb. And
He did do that.
and yeah, ever since that day, anything I ever needed, though, Sam would take care of me. He'd answer all my questions, and I consider him a good friend, and it's went back 40 years now, I guess, because of that. But
I'm Chuck, the middle boy.
Jim, I'm the oldest. Trouble.
When I was younger, you know, I always had females have litters here and stuff. And I picked out a dog I wanted to get, and sharp, I mean, good looking pup. And the story goes, and I didn't know this part of it, but my dad wanted another one there, another male dog. And my mom talked him into letting me get the one. She knew how much I felt about that dog.
Old Coors.
Old Coors.
Remember? You know
Well,
what I'm saying?
Coors ended up being like a $250 special. I mean, he treat coon, but he'd lay on his belly and see at the stump, you know?
Yeah.
He wasn't real pretty at it. And the dog that my dad wanted, he ended up paying $5,000 for a couple
Yeah,
years
white
down.
eye.
Yeah, that white eye is what caught us, and he was a coon dog.
No.
So now, the last 4 pups I've had, I just take the ones he picks. I learned that at an early age, and I wouldn't trade my childhood for nobody. 50 years ago, I wish every young kid right now could experience what I did when I was a kid. I mean, you were free. I mean, you could wander back there, you could wherever you wanted to go. Now you got, you know, you can't go nowhere without someone being upset by it. But,
Right.
But yeah, I met a lot of great people through coon hunting, and I think about them all the time. And unfortunately, getting to that age where a lot of them have passed on, well, when you go pay your respects, then you see the other people that you grew up with and stuff, and it turns into a pretty good day.
Yeah.
The whole time we were brought up, we were taught, take care, you know, treat people decent, be honest, do what you tell somebody you're going to do something, you do it. And it's kind of went right into the hunting to where you don't BS nobody, go to the woods, and God only knows how many coons we've treated and killed or whatever. And, you know, I want to hit on Howard just a little bit because we got in a pretty good tussle over a night hunt over him, and it ended up being a 2-day episode, 2 different fights. And I remember, it's been quite a few years ago. I was mowing my front yard and Dad pulled in. It's 11:30, 12, and it's about like it has been this fall. It was hot. I mean, blistering hot. And this was summer too. And I could tell something's wrong. I said, "What's the matter?" "Can't find Howard." "Oh, what do you mean you can't find Howard?" "Can't find him." We get everybody together. Get back in the river bottom, was 13 miles with all the road in it. And I'm gonna tell you what. Boat that particular night. Yeah, they were in the boat hunting and let them off. Never seen them again. So we all got together, took the boat back in there, and there's his boot prints going off in the mud off the river. And we got back in there and we found him. And Dad said, when we started, he says, 3 o'clock, I'm gonna call in the helicopter. But we had to swim, get to where he was, put him down in the water, and it took about, I'd say 15, 20 minutes to get him to where he could kind of respond. And we got him out of there, and he come back that night. Mom and Dad has always brought us in, and she's kind of the backbone, because, she worries about all of us. And she'll call me, Chuck, or Rob. "Oh, your dad's a little late." And usually I know her pretty good because I'm a lot like her, to where we'll go in there and, "Well, I had to tree one more." So just, I guess, the family part of it, and just, being brought up around being an honest and do what you say and loving the hunt kind of all fits together. Got Howard to the boat, and he lost 19 and a half pounds dehydrated down. And I mean, you went like that, he'd have fell over. All right. And we had a 2-liter of squirt there. We got that down him a sip at a time. And there was 2 guys, 2 brothers from Illinois, Roger Crippling and his brother Jim, had called about coming up hunting that night. At any rate, they got here about the time we got back to the house with Howard, and I mean, I'll tell you now, he looked bad. And we had called over there and told his wife and boys, but his boys finally did come. But we had every coon running around here down that river bottom. And we finally got back up here, and this Roger makes a remark to me that didn't go over real well. "Well, you done broke that guy, he'll never hunt again." So let me tell you something, mister. That guy lives an hour away from me, and I'll guarantee you when it gets dark, that old truck will pull in there and you have a couple cases of Pepsi or Coke in there for them boys. Well, it was calling for really bad storms that night, right off the lake. When they got here, they said, "Where can we pitch our tent?" Well, you can say, "No, we're outdoorsmen. We'll sleep in our tent." So you pitch it right there between them oak trees. That's what they did. Or that oak tree and that one, or no, it was them 2 big oaks right there. He said, "Breeze off the west?" Yep. And it was. So we gets ready to go hunting. We got 3 raincoats between all of us. Just before dark, here come the old man with the 2 cases of Pepsi. So here comes Mick Latch. We takes the boat. It's beginning to get black to the west. And Mick says, and Mick, he could drive that river blindfolded. So we'll take the boat. I pitched him a raincoat. Pitch Howard one. And I looked at them guys, ordinarily they'll tell you, I'd be the last man with a raincoat. I just put my raincoat on. Got down, we treated a couple coon, and I mean tell you, it come terrible. Oh God, we ain't never gonna get, I told him, hey, don't you worry about one thing, he'll get that boat out of here. We got back on the thing, got loaded up, come up here. Boy, that tent's gonna feel good. And I mean, that storm was coming right out of the west in sheets. Had their tent door open. I goes in the house, gets my wet stuff off and all that, and I'm standing right there in the breezeway. And Opie comes out and says, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm just watching." She said, "They ain't that tent, are they?" And I said, "Yeah." She said, "Well, I swear they wanted to sleep. They wanted the wind in their face. That's what they got. You go out." "No, I ain't going out there and get them." So she sat there with me for quite a while. And finally, I told her, "I'll go out there and get them now." And I mean, tell you, hey, they look worse than any two ducks you've ever seen.
And how old are you now?
I was 85, April 21st. First walker I had, I bought him from a guy named Monroe Baker that brother Ken owned. I gave $100 for him in 1960. And we had a couple dogs off of him. They were meat dogs, so more or less. And then I got old Ring, and he was the foundation, and pretty well still is. 0 to Grand Night and 11 hunts. Yeah, he was born in June, and that Great Lakes was in May, last part of, so he was legally a year old, yeah. Then Sackett Jr. come along, and you could breed him to a Cocker Spaniel and get 3 dogs.
When did you get Sackett Jr.? What year was that?
I bought Sackett Jr., old Sackett. His dad was an awful good hound, and I wouldn't have to walk.
You ain't got to walk.
I'll just bring towel. Or Ty. Okay. I'll have Ty and Amby and boy.
What's wrong with that? Huh? Oh, get in that truck.
Get in the truck.
Get in that truck. Get in that truck.
Hey, slow. Come here. Shut up, Angel.
I'm Rob Giddings. This is Junior's Tell Sackett. He just turned 2. He's off from Henry Kidd's El Diablo Jr. dog. It goes back to Trackman, and then Sun and Cord on the bottom. Then he's off with Sun female. Walk him up past this little gate thing up here.
Did you raise him from a pup, or?
Yeah, actually, my mom bottle fed him from the time he was just a few days old. Bred the junior dog of Henry's to Dad's Sun female that he had, and she had 10 pups, and she was a terrible mother, and we ended up 3 of them we brought in the house after she'd killed the other 7, and she bottle fed them. My mom and my wife took turns bottle feeding them through the night and stuff. And yeah, so she's pretty much been there from day one. And he's the one that Mom was talking about singing with out there in the backyard.
Yeah.
So I don't know. He was kind of the most personable one of the 3. And I just kind of took a shine to him, so that's the one I kept.
That's a good mouth.
Thank you.
I'm Jim Giddings, and this is Ambush. He's a grandson back to old son, Dad's son dog. I bought him from, or Dad bought him for me from Shane Laws. I think he was 11 months old when we got him, and he was running and treeing then, and had a lot of fun with him through the years of hunting.
All right. Tell me about this dog.
Yeah, this is Tyrell Sackett. We call him Ty for short. He's 5 years old. He's off of old son and a Grand Night bitch.
For how long?
About 4 or 5 minutes.
Big coon, little coon.
The story gets good.
Don't get ahead of myself. Let me.
And after seeing him fight this coon and not being able to end it, I thought, I better walk out in the beans and get him. When I get there,
You ain't earned none yet. About time you got back, things starting to look a little better now.
well,
Hopefully this is a slice of cake up in the tree.
I told you there was a quick coon. Old Randy made it so bad on him he climbs quick now. Rob said that ain't gonna happen 4 nights in a row. I remember hearing that.
Yeah.
Well, you said he don't even get in the bad stuff or nothing.
Not yet, and he ain't tonight neither. So let's go.
Well,
And they're right on the edge of that nasty. I need it bad. Did say we only had 45 seconds, or 45 minutes, didn't we? That's what I thought he said, yeah, it was one. No, right down this trail. We better go this way. Nitro on the bottom side, so he's pretty well got all of our dogs wrapped up in it. Water's way down. They're going to end up together. Yeah. You trailed out that way and you trailed back in this way. You got a tail collar on her, Rob? Ain't you?
No, it's got her own. Echoes.
Got two of them. Together trailing, they zigzag a few times. You come in from this way, she came in from that way. Yeah, the one's right there and the other one's over here. Ready? Yeah.
Stab me now.
Get up. Come on. That's why they're off that road that way, and I thought they were. See the acorns, Jim? Well, there's a lot of acorns fell, ain't they?
Yeah, all over.
Good place to roll the old dog, Chuck. Boy, it'd be nice to have a good acorn crop again. They really fell them here.
Yeah. A lot of reports are snowier winter than last year, and maybe a little colder.
I'll tell you what, them deer, you shoot them when they're feeding on them acorns, they taste better to me. Goodbye, good night, Marianne. You got time for one more again now.
Gee.
You see how that works, Clayton?
Yeah.
I don't want to do this. I heard him say we got time for one more. Well, I guarantee you one thing. When she comes in and tells them that there ain't but one coon around that territory.
No.
I'll get some flashers. looking right at it. See it? Oh yeah. Yep.
Look kind of nervous.
Yeah.
Seen that?
What's that?
Seen?
Are you filming here?
Yeah, I'll wait for you to. I'll let you go first.
Oh, that's all right. You can walk up there and walk close. You tell me when you're going to start. I'll just walk left hand over here somewhere. Make this not bother me, no.
What up, man? Come on, Nick.
She's here. Oh, okay.
Come on. Get in there.